see it. Dated, I was reading. Your dreams. No, no, no. Yeah, that was music. Okay. Music. So he should have known by the way I was talking. I think they're right.
You're right, Kiko. He did. He called me names last night.
Yeah, well, you should have known that was me.
And worse is this, Kiko. He came to my wife's live stream, but he can't bother to come to my live streams.
So,
So what does that tell you about his motivation?
well, I was there, wasn't I?
To have my wife's live stream.
I was at yours too this morning.
Mm.
Did I hear phone throw? Did that?
How are you?
I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I get more and more done all the time. The roof guys dropped off over the stairs. The company I bought it from. But on the other side of that bridge, people move with it.
Hmm?
Took the truck there for the second time. So, and they still, you go to a gas station there, they still want to wipe your windows and do all that shit like they used to do in America a little bit. Yeah. Look at that. Freaking, what do they call that guy? Who's that guy? Benedict Arnold? I wonder if I could get their freaking things.
So they clean your windows and check under the hood still.
I don't know, I didn't bother them on the hood, but you know, if they want that window shit, then you gotta do it. I had about $2,000. I had 2,000 left over, so I filled it off. That's all. I'm guessing at today's price, which I don't know. It was 60. Up to 50, it was 60. I had 4,000 or about 4,100 for fuel. I don't know if the fuel chemicals on it. But if it's something. As far as they're ready for.
Hey, David, you still have an account with Lazada? Maybe we should order him a headset.
That and a microphone, right? You know,
Oh,
a headset with it.
One
Yeah.
that has a microphone.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't know if we do or not. I don't know. Lorelai, when we were in the Philippines, she always handled all of that stuff. I just
see,
told her what I needed.
if I go and try to do something, I'm not that good at it. I'll fuck it up even once.
Well, that's no excuse not to try.
It just sounds like there's like something in front of the microphone, like plastic or, you know, something's muffling your audio that's getting to the microphone.
Maybe actually hear me.
I agree. It almost sounds like there was moisture in the microphone at one point in time, and maybe part of the circuitry or something got clogged up.
It's on the keyboard, above the keyboard.
But hey, you know, look, the Philippines is known for cheap electronics. Just go to the nearest S&M and go into any store and pick you up one.
They're not at all. They're not at all known for cheap shit.
I don't know.
That's you know, when I was at the post office, and this one guy, every time I went there, my son was there. Every time I mailed chocolate, okay, I buy my bag. But she's kids is not. I'm thinking. And the guy goes, "Yeah, you're gonna spend this much to send one." I was like, It was like the postage was three times the price. And he said that to my son when he sent my medicine book. That my copay for those things are no more than $10 for all the ones I take. Not better than you could do your phone. What'd you do with my phone? I have to sit right here. Oh, forget it. Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know. We couldn't hear you.
Fucking king size boot up here.
So how's your peeing? Are you peeing better now?
Man.
Yeah, my wife told me that you couldn't pee.
I got that this apartment complex I lived in. You know, several people within it had IP addresses. You know, so when you click on the nearest one, you know, trying to get something off of there, and this one guy's IP address was "It hurts when I pee." You know, the letter P, and that was hilarious. I was using that against for what's her name?
I worked with a lady who her name was Phyllis Enos. So when she worked at the college, yeah, you get it? When they gave her her email, it was Enos at nwac.edu.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Craig Parrish in the house. Craig, man, how are you?
Oh, you're off the book. You can't understand a word I'm saying. Is that what it's English? It's in English.
Craig,
You're not,
will get
you're not
plenty of
speaking
sleep.
Australian.
Yeah. You can't understand because he's Australian. You know, they don't hear English.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Wow.
Huh? Not too much.
But Craig, hey, we appreciate you visiting with us last night. We had a good time with you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, last night. For me, it was this morning.
Well, but you
Tony,
never show up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Tony, are you clicking on the sound effects?
I'm clicking
Sounds
the
like that was the car wash effect,
That's what it sounded like.
or high pressure spray effect.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Who knows? I'm trying to figure out if there's something up there. I don't know what to do with that.
I think we heard the Apollo astronauts clearer than we're hearing, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then watch the movie. Block you all if you don't watch it.
There you go. That's a little better.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it in timeout like Jack does, Dennis.
I block you. Keep it up. You want me blocked? I'll block you.
Hey, it's a lovely 22 degrees and snow here.
Yeah,
Minus 18, minus 20 back home.
Yep.
All these friends of mine bitching and moaning about it. But when I tell them it's 85, it was down to 82 the other day. In the day, that was cold.
Good night, Greg.
74, Craig, 74 is the usual.
Or however you say it in Australian. I don't know.
No, you know.
Hey, Craig.
Naughty night.
Hey, nighty night, mate.
Naughty night, mate.
No,
Yeah, it's 13 degrees here, and it's supposed to be back down to 0 tonight.
I don't know what it is here.
We might get some sleet and ice on Monday here.
Finally, you Southerners to get a little taste of what it's like
Oh,
at
no,
winter
they're
time.
getting below average temperatures this year.
Man.
You know the best state to live in for extremes is North Dakota, South Dakota. Because in the summer, man, they get up to 100 quite often, and then in the winter they get the brutal winter, just like from Valley.
Yep.
Just
How can you live life in this shit climate? But that's, my life. It got to the point where my life was happy for only 3 months a year.
yeah.
August and September. Forget June. June's transition weather was like April.
Just think how the Native Americans put up with it.
Oh yeah. Well, I actually think they probably did better because they were smart enough to make clothing out of animals. You know what I mean? Bear skin coats, and I think they were smarter than us. But you're right; they've got to be tougher.
You know why?
They,
Because
they didn't
they
invent. PETA wasn't invented yet.
didn't have any garbage TV to watch, so you think, well, you know,
You know.
you see,
And the most popular guy was the fire starter.
That's right.
like blisters, right?
Oh man. Man.
Really, it's nothing.
Gotta find my lens cleaning rags.
Yeah, I don't have my engineer. I don't know. It's they're all playing the game. That's all shit's good.
Yeah, I think your sound engineer took the day off.
I think like Charles Manson with a knife. Yeah, I got it jacked up to 8. Look at me like that.
You mean microphones are out of stock?
In the Philippines, yeah, can be. You know, they got places where you can just walk in and buy all that cheap China crap.
I got a brother-in-law knows all this shit, but lately I've been going up to the construction site.
But even if you
Nope.
just went and got one of these,
Just get
some of them,
headphones, yeah, that work.
they got a little
It might-
microphone built in.
It might be in the computer because I got the volume turned up and it fluctuates.
Well,
when I'm talking.
The way to find out is to use the microphone jack with a headset rather than just
Uh-huh.
using the microphone. You
Yes.
can then troubleshoot half
Well-
split method.
the mic above the keyboard, that might go keyboard mic. That's my problem.
And I got the feeling if
So-
he used a microphone jack, all
Right.
of his problems would be solved.
Yeah, the way to get around that using the keyboard microphone is to get a headset and jack it in, or if you're high tech, get a Apple Bluetooth, whatever things, what do they call it?
There is another one.
Earpods.
Yeah. But the problem with that keyboard, when it comes
No, that's not an improvement.
when it comes
No,
Yeah.
you're just amplifying the noise when you do that. Whatever you did,
don't do again. When you're on a live stream though, the best thing to do is to be hardwired in, because if you're on a Bluetooth situation, you're going to get what we have found is there's like a lag.
yeah, right. Yeah,
It speaks. You
the
know.
best thing to try would get a cheap pair of headsets like you just showed them.
Yeah.
Plug it
$5.
in, plug it in the jack,
Yeah.
and you're good to go. You can hear us clear, and we can hear you clear.
I mean, these are $5 at Walmart, so they got to be not that expensive in the Philippines.
Yeah. The Chinese ones in the Philippines are even
Yeah.
cheaper.
Chinesey. You never know. They may come with a pretty little Chinese girl.
Just start up a PayPal link to buy me a headset.
That's it.
We'll all contribute 50 cents, and
That's right.
10
One
of us.
peso,
You get 10 of us, you can buy
buy
that.
a fancy one. 1 peso each.
Everything's up to 100.
You probably have a microphone in that brand new truck of yours that works better than the one on your computer.
No,
That's a good point.
I haven't
Has it got-
I still-
Has it got Bluetooth phone connection and stuff in your
yeah,
truck?
it just
Yeah.
hasn't done anything.
The audio is probably great in that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's great.
Maybe you ought to just go sit in your truck and do your broadcast.
Yeah.
There's a cheap
You
cheap
probably-
radios for money. Cheap radios for the money.
Probably no signal where he lives or where we park.
Yeah.
David.
Well, the other day was challenging. because when we got that, when we went out, I said, "Yeah, I need these blocks moved. We gotta get that truck out of the driveway because the guys are dropping off the roofing. And so I asked my sister-in-law 3 times. She finally listens to me. So when we go in there, I had a 2-wheel drive. So I had it on, what do you call it? Eco, best gas. You get put like 30 some miles a gallon with that thing. But to the liter, and well, when you break it down, it comes to about 40 something. 30 something, 20 something. And I go in there. I said, I want to do it straight. So I go up the land next to me, the mother-in-law's is lower. So I know a specific spot I need to hit. I can't sit there in the mud with all this rain. There's a puddle of mud. So I get in there, all the thing starts tilting sideways. Oh, and I look down. I said, oh, yeah. I put the power, I took it off, and I hit the power button. And then it's surprising that they must have a low gear, but then their gas mileage didn't happen if they had a low gear. But when I hit that power button, it did what I wanted it to do, just like a 4x4. So I'm kind of baffled as to when you put bigger gears to get out of they're for getting out of holes.
Did you
And,
say it is a 2-wheel drive only?
Yeah. I could have got a 2023. That's a 2024. There was a 2023 4x4, 2.8 liter engine. They've been having some troubles with it, and I could have got that for 31,000. 2 more thousand than the one I bought. But I thought, I don't want it. Everybody's got the white one here, So, and they got a new green one. Bronze colors. I don't care for that. So I picked the meteor gray or whatever. So I could have had that. I thought yesterday, boy, I really could use a 4x4. But they got an issue with the ductwork on the vent, and on the air cleaner, and the dust is covering the sensors and stuff. So your sensors have to save to a certain degree. And they called me up and they said, "Well, it's time for your 600 kilometer service." That's wrong. Got 23 on it. So
23 kilometers?
yeah. Well, when I took it from the dealership back, and then I went out once to here. Yesterday was the second time I took it out. So I was thinking, I'm trying to find all I got the right on the steering wheel of the gadgets.
What do they
I
do
remember-
at 600 kilometers?
I don't know. Man.
Don't change your oil. I mean, that's only
It cost me
not even 400 miles.
Doesn't matter. Get all that bullshit from the assembly. From the crap that's floating in there now from the metal bricks and shit, owning the cylinders and all. But anyway, I can go there anytime. It's just getting that truck out of there, pain in the ass. So, my dog, one of my dogs, he couldn't sleep a lot. I wrapped him too hard in the top of the head because they're always trying to steal another dog's food. So I'm there, always pushing him out of the way. And then his eyes were closed. And he had this, that third eyelid, I think it's called. And that happens when there's trauma. So the next day I brought like 35,000 pesos. I was going to take him to the vet. And his eyes were open. So no matter what he does, he tried ripping my shorts today. He destroyed my a strap that I have in the middle of the truck for the truck cover. So it's got these little mirror pockets, so it's not going to blow away. But he tried biting on my shorts today.
Maybe he likes you.
You want to do some fighting, man? But I don't do anything because I don't want to wrap. When you have to wrap on the card or something. These guys, my my second male one, the one that's his mother's colors, it's got kind of striped, brown with black stripe. He's he only eats a little bit and he goes and lays down. So yeah, when I come over, he's running, tail wagging. So I read up on it, and they could get that could be because of breathing in concrete dust. That could have a fatal effect on that. So try to keep them out of that. But, they know their way. They know their way between my sister-in-laws and my house. Especially this dog, the shepherd something. She's got the snout and the color, the ears. I don't know where her mother was, but a small dog. That dog will just leave. She'll go right over to the other house. All these dogs got all this. You do a dog in America like that. But let's see, it says reset sound devices and volumes, all that. I'm gonna do that. You hear me any better there? It's better than next to nothing. Here's a don't get this thing, man. It's got a micro array Intel Smart Sound technology for digital microphones.
No, I think right now is about the best you can get.
Yeah, well, I keep clicking on this one thing. It won't let me do that, probably because it's in a certain mode.
Yeah, I think right now is the best you've had, so I would leave it alone. Right, Kiko?
Yep.
That's kind of what I said in the beginning.
Yeah, but in the beginning we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I asked you if you could hear me better now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Just don't mess with it.
Input devices, output. Either one. Anyway, so David, when you leaving Arkansas?
We're going to leave Arkansas this weekend.
Where you going?
Huh?
Mexico?
I don't know. Probably in the bed.
From New Mexico?
Lorelei's going to work. What was that?
You're going to Mexico?
No, I think we got to run to Missouri.
So how are conditions in Chicago?
Cold, miserable, unhappy.
It sounds like mine's 22 there. I'm right up the road.
I think she's thinking, what in the hell did I get into? You know what I mean?
What were her other options as far as locations?
Well, and look, we told her Chicago's your worst choice. But she's like, Filipina. And she's like, oh, but they're going to give me more money than anybody else. And I'm like, yeah, but your cost of living's higher and it's miserable there. That's why you got to understand, why would somebody pay you more? Because they have to. Her other choices were like Dallas. There was a couple places a place in North Carolina and South Carolina. I think Idaho, New Mexico,
No, Idaho.
South Dakota.
Listen, if you look
Idaho.
at the taxes in Wisconsin, the taxes in Wisconsin on the house I had at the time I had $4,200 a year. In Illinois, for the same house, it was almost $7,000 a year. For what? The whole state keeps having to bail out Chicago because now Chicago is trying to get creative. You could get a ticket for being in a car on a cell phone in a certain no parking zone. It's a different ticket, 2 tickets.
Well, and one thing that she's learned, guys, is she was telling me back before she came down for the holidays about her days off. Because I said, we got to look at your calendar to figure out when you can come and all that crap. And I was shocked that their days aren't paid. They actually have days that they don't get paid for compared to like Arkansas, if you're a teacher in Arkansas, if they shut down, you get paid. If it's no school, you still get paid because the way the pay is structured. But there, they literally say, okay, for Thanksgiving, you get paid for Thursday and Friday. In Arkansas, you get paid for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you don't got to be there for teachers. So I'm like, what? What do you mean you don't get paid because they closed the school? What?
I wonder how that jives with the teachers union rules there.
Well, it's
Hmm.
I guess it's okay because they can't get teachers. Chicago doesn't have enough teachers, and they don't have the budget for teachers. And so this is because I did a bunch of research after she told me this, and it's been passed, in Illinois, so that they can have more money, or they wouldn't be able to afford to do that, is what they say. Which I think is crazy. I never heard of such a thing. And Texas is the same way as Arkansas is. I know that, and so is Missouri. I know at least the states around me all live on Thanksgiving week when the school closes. They don't take pay away from you. Never heard of the thing.
I thought for teachers, like I have several teachers in my family, you get paid a yearly salary. You can choose to take it 12 months or the 9 months that you work.
That's
You
correct.
can choose one or the other,
That's
but
correct.
you still get paid that salary for the year. And that encompasses whatever holidays
That's
or snow days or whatever personal days you call them.
not in Illinois.
Hmm.
You work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. So you have a general salary number, and if you work
Geez,
all of your days, you get
should
paid.
work like that for the politicians too, huh?
Oh, it should
Wouldn't,
definitely work like that.
wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah,
They're
no show
they're in,
up.
they're in session about 90 days a year, huh?
Yeah, and they claim they're at home working.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you should only get. I actually think politicians should have to live in a dormitory when they're in Washington. You know, let's put them all in a dormitory and feed them cafeteria food, and versus them having multiple homes in multiple places. And
Let's
we
put
pay.
it this way: our politicians had NIL long before the college athletes.
They did. That's right. So it's kind of crazy. But I think she's happy with the money she's making. I mean, she's gotten a little bit of a big head when it comes to her money. But then again, while she was here, we paid for everything.
Well, yeah, but look at what you got to spend. I mean,
Yeah, you know.
it's
But
hard
she's
to
not.
talk. It's hard to talk economic sense to some people.
Well, it's
You
hard
and
to
I
talk.
know that
Yeah,
because we're
but
married to them.
that's right. Just doesn't work. I mean, we're being hit up for money again last night from the Philippines because supposedly somebody may be dying. So
Hmm.
we need to give them money now because they may be dying because they chose to do something really stupid. You're like, oh God. Yeah. I just want to poke my eyeballs out. And then of course it's one thing that irritated me last night, and I'll tell you this was now that her sister has been to our house, she's telling the people in the Philippines that we should be giving them all kinds of money.
Yeah, because you're so wealthy.
Right, right. Pissing me off.
Well, in comparison, you are, but you know, you have to live at your level here, and they have to live at their level there.
Yeah. But what, and this, but what bugs me is I would never, if the roles were in reverse, I wouldn't be thinking that about them.
Right. How many times, if you had a rich, wealthy cousin, how many times would you ask them for money? You know?
Yeah. And
Zero.
I have. You know, I have family members that make, you know, $500,000 plus a year. You know, and I have friends that are very, very, very wealthy, and I would never.
Yeah.
Simon Kennedy, you forgot the damn Americans. Now, don't disappoint us, Simon.
Oh man, he's off work already. That's right.
It's
It's
Friday,
early dark Friday.
early dark Friday. So, but that's kind of irritated me last night a little bit, Kiko.
What did?
Well, the money situation. It's like getting all these messages, or I was getting ambushed. You know, oh,
Is it immediate family or is it
well, it's a cousin.
extended?
Yeah, no, it's cousin.
Yeah.
But you don't get the truth. Is my what bugs me is you can't get a straight answer.
Right.
What is the situation? Oh, we know she's bleeding from the eyes and she's gonna die because she's diabetic. Oh my God, send us money. Is she even in the hospital? Well, I don't know. But where's she at? I don't know.
When in the reality they have a utang they gotta pay back and it's
Yeah.
Hey, I lost
been-
two subs today. Must be one with the Twitch.
God damn
Mine's,
it. What time it is?
Simon's probably pronounced he won't convert with everybody.
early dark Friday.
Dark?
Simon, we have -6 Celsius here and a few inches of snow on the ground.
That's right. So we don't want to hear it, you Englander.
Minus 19 is how much?
-6 is 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight it's supposed to be single digits.
Yeah, we're supposed to be below zero tonight. 0 or -1 or 2.
Supposed to have above average temperatures up there.
But Sunday or Monday it's supposed to warm up to the 30s and 40s. And maybe next week hit 50.
Yeah.
It's
And then-
Down where you're at, you're probably going to be 70 by next week.
Woohoo!
It's 6 degrees above zero. And it's gonna go up to there.
So let me ask a quick question, and I don't think it's any of you guys. I don't know
To
who.
who?
To all of you, because I don't know who, and I know it's not James. So somebody sent us a $75 gift card to Vista Print. It wasn't any of you, was it? Because I
Oh,
can't.
what?
Vista Print. It's an internet website.
No,
It's not a porn site, Anthony.
I know what it is. I know you don't.
What is that? What kind of site is it? It sounds like a printing.
It's a printing company. Somebody, and I called them up and asked.
Business card.
So it's basically like a gift card for that company.
Business card.
Huh.
So
Wasn't me.
okay, because
Christmas is over.
Because I called them up and said, "Hey, I want to know who sent this," and they won't tell me. They said they can't divulge that information.
Anonymous. It's probably your buddy in California that send you ballot
No,
mail.
it's not. It's not James. No, I know it's not. I have already talked to him.
No.
He always tells me what he's doing and why he does it. I keep telling him. you
Secret
don't have to.
admirer.
Well, I
Maybe,
keep,
maybe a relative in the Philippines.
Yeah, they're gonna do something.
Out of the kindness of their heart.
yeah. So, but I found so we ordered a new. It was a gift card, so I went and ordered something. So it'll be here hopefully sometime next week.
Did you order?
I ordered a new banner.
Oh, right. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, ordered a new banner.
What's wrong with that? You got
Nothing. I just changed it. I got a different one.
David, did you hear in the news about this? It was a while ago. Guys set up this scam where they'd go into a store and get the gift cards and scrape off whatever that pin is on the back
Mm-hmm.
and annotate that. And when someone would buy it, they would charge that, and somehow the people got that money, and they'd cover the number back up somehow. You know, the one that you
Yes.
scrape off. Somehow they were diverting the money when people ordered something. They were getting that money. It's pretty ingenious, but
Well, and part of what
eventually they got caught.
they did, and part of what the scam was, they were reselling gift cards.
Right.
So they would get a gift card, one gift card, and they would sell the same gift card on the internet to 5, 6, 7, 8, 900,000 people and click.
Oh, okay.
And he's in jail now. He made a lot of money doing it, but he's in jail right now.
All right.
He was a
You
YouTuber.
seen these? I was at a place called Meyer. And, it's like Walmart and these gas station guys, corner store guys, the Indians at the stores. They when there's a sale on 2-liter bottles or whatever, liter bottles of Coke or whatever, they'll go buy it, come up with a full cart, and the cashiers they go, no, sorry, no, can't do that. That's what it is. You're not allowed to sell, buy, and resell. You know?
Hey,
And
Mike,
I vote-
how are you?
you know when
Yeah.
I'm voting for,
Remember
I'm
back
voting-
in the day, Tony,
I'm voting for the guy that keeps my Social Security checks.
back in the day, Tony, the GIs overseas would you'd get a certain number of cigarettes and rice you're allowed to buy per day or per week. And guys that didn't even smoke would go in and buy up their maximum and then sell it out on the street on the black market because U.S. stuff got more money, So.
You know who came out back in 1980? I think it was 81 or 82. Lucky Strike came out with filter. My grandfather's for, and they were not introductory pricing. To me, was 99 cents a carton. And I used to get cigarettes for this civilian guy. I'd take his vehicle there and go buy them and leave them in the vehicle. And nobody's smart about it. He I said, is there a limit? He said, yeah, 6. I was like, wow, 6 a week? No, 6 a day.
Cartons?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, I was a smoker, but I wasn't a fucking fiend.
Yeah,
Man.
even in my prime, I couldn't come close to that.
We had a KP guy named Andrew. I was there a little over 2 years, but a guy smoked to me. Yeah, he just didn't trust the white people. Andrew smoked those non-filter like his stripes.
Yeah, my dad did. He used to do those.
My auntie did. The one that died this past year. She smoked Camel for quite a while. She used to steal them up my grandfather's. That was baby girls. But she was carrying around an oxygen tank. My uncle, they quit when I was at my brother-in-law's funeral. I was 47. At 49, and that's how old he was. But my uncle was there and he said, I told you, quit smoking those things. He had to do his exercises. And then I saw him the last summer. They were alive, both of them. And he died 5 months after his wife. He had cancer all over. He had lung. And my dad's younger sister died almost a week after her brother. And, I always liked him when he was a kid. I thought he was the coolest guy because he could dance, and but the only problem he had was he never wore a condom. So he got extra kids here and there. And my cousin, she's beautiful. His oldest daughter, lives in Utah. She went from being in Riverside, California, spending her senior year in high school in Utah. Who's this asshole?
Hey, don't call me an asshole.
Oh, is that you?
There you go. 123 pesos.
Oh, you got me in one of those boxes downstairs.
That's pretty steep. Yeah, if Tony would ever open up his Balak by unboxes, he probably got a few of them.
You know what? I got a box down there, and there's 2 corners cut off. And I said to my sister, because I know they will, because it's shit. We all cut to the same thing like that box. See it. And I know. I told her, I said, the movies you got in there won't play on DVD here. I think, what's his name? Monk, he knows how to convert that, but most people here don't. So you took those movies for nothing. Did you think I wasn't going to notice? Well, there's a rat living in one of them on the bottom there. I hope I don't have nothing to edible there. That little bastard's getting pretty nervy. You come up here, there's a cat I swear to God. It's a house cat. Where's the cat? Not a lion. This is the longest cat I've ever seen. This thing is, it looks like it's about 2.5 feet long. But they come through here looking for food. This little one I saw a couple weeks ago, come up to me now and he's down. We're probably 4 months old. He died. He died over by probably followed the dogs over there. The brother-in-law saw. Wasn't that far from him. He wasn't that far away from him. Ceasing to exist, So I got him. I got 5 guard dogs. Bobby's the only one Billy's the only one that knows his name. But Bobby's, Billy's sister, Trixie there, she used to jump on the dogs and push them out of the way from me. Now they both start playing with each other, biting. You can make the first one yelp.
So, David, are the folks in the Philippines happy about the teachers' remittances? Are they living better now?
High on the hog.
Really? They got a brand new karaoke machine?
Yeah, they have a brand new refrigerator, air conditioner, all kinds of clothes, shoes. Yeah,
Wow.
they're living the high log. I just hope she's paying her debt down.
Carpe diem, huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is she still doesn't want her children to come here because then they could have a better life than her.
How old is she?
I don't know, 30 something.
Who's this? Another sister?
Yeah.
Well, they don't. So it's like in America, they don't want to have to do anything to get something.
And she's definitely having how to phrase. What would be a good way to say that? She's definitely wielding a green hammer, if you want to know what I mean. So she is holding the money over their heads. And you better do what I say, or you will get no more of my hard-earned money.
Hmm.
So,
And how's our old man?
he's all right, I guess. He's a commoner, if you know what I mean. I think the children are very happy that she's not there.
Really? How old are they? Do you know?
Yeah. The oldest one, John is the boy. The oldest boy who's in college is 20 now, I think, 19 going on 20.
Wow.
The girl below him is just graduated high school, started college.
Wow.
One below her is 16. That's why I'm looking for somebody to date some of Lorelei's nieces down the road so they can immigrate to America and Lorelei could have her nieces here.
You're a pimp part-time now?
Hang on. And then the boy, they have another boy whose
I
name.
thought she only had 3.
Now she has 6 kids.
David,
What?
you're a pimp.
I'm a pimp. I'm a husband.
Yeah.
I thought when you were talking on the stream, she had 3. Wow.
6.
Stealing the girls.
All
Stealing
hers.
is innocent. Innocent.
And then
She's
there's
the biological mother of all of them.
yes, and yeah. And then there's a boy who's about
Rarity.
10-ish, and then a set of twins that are 2.5 to 3.
Wow.
I think there'll be 3 next.
That's what I say. You don't have much money, keep having kids.
And she's only in her 30s.
Yes. We paid for the last batch.
Is it
Stretched out.
all the same daddy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I had to tell him last time with the twins because we had to give lots of money, and I got really mad, and I'm like, look, I didn't get your ass pregnant, so I don't know why we're paying for you to have birth.
Zipper.
Because you can.
So.
Just because you can.
Yeah. So I told my son, my oldest son, I said, just because you can don't mean you should.
That's right. But her kids are great, actually. The children, her children are really, really nice. They're actually surprisingly impressive.
Well, as long as the old man is sticking by them and living with them, and
Oh, he takes care of the kids. He's always been the caretaker, I guess.
well, they can probably afford a maid now, right?
Well, I guess he's the maid
Oh
because he doesn't work. So
no, you're kidding.
no.
No,
He used
that
to.
sho-
He used to for years. He was a
if I
welder.
was on camera, you'd see my shocked face.
I know, but to give him credit, he actually did work for all these years as a welder. But when she got the teaching gig, somebody had to stay home with the kids.
The gig's up.
That's it.
There you go.
You know.
All right. No, I thought on the live stream she just said she had 3. I didn't hear about the other 3.
She has 6.
Wow.
She has 3 in high school, or 1 in high. The older 3. Then there's like the
20 down to 2. Huh?
Your sister-in-law?
Uh-huh.
Who has a kid? Your sister-in-law?
Yeah, we're talking about my sister-in-law, who's
One over
teaching.
there?
Yeah, the one that's in Chicago now.
She had all the kids?
6 kids.
I got 5.
Now, how far along did she get her teaching degree? Was it like later in life?
It was,
Graduated college and got her teacher's thing?
yeah. I think she. What happened with her teaching is she didn't go to college right away because they come from a very poor family.
Right.
But her aunt, who's lived in Germany, they sponsored her to go to college.
Right.
But it took her longer than 4 years. But I think she has a master's degree in education now from the Philippines.
Same with my wife. Had
Hey,
an
that ain't saying
My wife-
much, but she got it there.
My wife had an aunt in New Mexico, married to an American who paid for her college. So that's the way my wife went.
You pay them, they'll get the degree.
So I think it took her a little longer than normal to get the degree, but I'm going to give her a little bit of credit.
Right.
I think she's a very, very good educator.
Good.
I don't think she has brains outside of being an educator. I mean, I can tell you stories when she was here. We went to, she needed to pee. It's like she has to pee every 5 minutes and we're driving. It drives me crazy. So I pull over in Fayetteville, Arkansas to where there's a McDonald's so that she can run in and pee. Of course, she's scared of everything. And Lorelai is totally the opposite personality. So she goes in to pee, and I can see in the mirror, she comes outside and she can't find the car. But we're parked 10 feet away. And she's freaking out. She's looking around. She can't find the cars. I'm tapping it.
It's all the drugs.
There is no drugs.
What is it?
There is
This is
no
drugs.
drugs.
The old saying, those who can do,
Who's
those who
saying
can't
this?
teach, and those who can't teach on the come.
There you go.
Oh,
So, but I think she's an excellent educator. I really do think that's
Really,
her thing.
are there any particular subjects she teaches?
She teaches in the elementary level math and science, which is
Oh,
crazy to me because she can't add 2 plus 2.
oh well.
excellent.
But she teaches math.
Hey,
That's what I mean. You get her in the classroom and she's fine. You take her out of the classroom and she can't figure out what 10% for a tip is. You know,
yeah.
but it's okay. It's just that
Unless there's an app for that.
that's right, correct. You know, it's just funny. You know, but I know other people. When I taught, I know a lot of other people that had PhDs that couldn't figure out how to open a door.
Couldn't tie their shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was like, what the hell? You know.
Tony, what's going on with the audio?
Maybe digging into plastic bags? No.
No, that's just a static on the audio line.
Surely he can afford, 200 pesos. Come on.
I gotta ask
Yeah.
him when he's back if that laptop he's using now is the exact same one he used in Wisconsin when he did his live streams there.
I think it is. But I think he said that he thought it got moisture in it or something at one time. I don't know. But ask him and see if he can find his way back. There he is.
So Tony, is this laptop you're using right now? Is it the same one you used at home in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So apparently, between then and now, you've got some kind of either moisture
I know.
or loose connection in your mic.
I know this has been dropped. But,
Oh, okay.
but nobody will admit to it though.
Right. It could be if it was dropped like a loose or cracked solder joint in the microphone line. I used to repair these things for many decades, and you'd find loose or broken connections a lot of times, especially when they're dropped.
Well, just get you a new one.
Yep.
Or no, just use the microphone jack to eliminate or to find out
That's
if
right.
that in fact is the issue. Because the microphone jack circuit is separate from your microphone audio circuit.
Yeah. There it is.
But right now, all that static has gone away magically when you walked in the room. So
I have hidden talents, many.
Huh.
maybe your neighbors are just jamming you.
Ooh.
That could be.
Conspiracy theory.
Remember that Tom Petty song? You're jamming me.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Who that were really, are different than the rest of the shit.
Another guy who was so rich and famous that he needed substances in
Yeah.
his life.
He had medication just before complication. So
Tom Petty's dead?
yeah, he
You
died.
didn't know that?
No, I didn't know he was dead.
He died a couple of years ago.
Google's your friend.
Yeah. I guess the last time I saw him, he was on
Wow.
the.
I think someone found him in his California home or something, or hotel room or something. Must have
Interesting.
been his home.
Huh.
He's gone.
I liked his music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a voice that you wouldn't think would ever be famous, kind of like Willie
Yeah,
Nelson.
no, because
but he came.
because
It was unique. So
Hey, I'm well outside the studio. His voice sucked.
Yeah, he died in 2017. Wow.
He didn't. He
yeah.
didn't have a whole lot of range with that voice,
Oh well.
but it, it's still enjoyable. But man, this guy come kind of like that singer Ian somebody from Fault. He doesn't have a real rangy voice, but what he's got is good, good and powerful when he needs to.
You know who
But
had a powerful like opera type voice was Freddie Mercury.
Oh
He had,
yeah.
he had an incredible range.
God, I love Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
You know who surprised the hell out of me? They were doing a tribute to Julie Andrews, Sound of Music movie, and Lady Gaga sang that.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I thought, who's this chick? But
Chicken
she got
thing.
the comment.
Yeah, she
Oh
can
my!
she can sing.
Hey, that was about leading up to that because Julie Andrews like, oh my god, because I was sitting there because I'm used, seeing this other stuff she does, and I don't care for it much. And I heard her belt that song out. I was like, oh my god, this woman can sing anything.
Yeah, she can sing now. I mean,
Oh,
wow.
That's like another one I like is Christina Aguilera. She's got an incredible voice.
She has a voice? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not the first thing you notice.
Wow, I didn't know that. I've never noticed.
used to hearing that choking sound.
But you're right, man. Freddie Mercury, man, I love it. Lorelai hates it because it reminds her of her dead mother. But I
The
absolutely.
teeth, the mustache,
How? Wait, how?
the mustache,
How's it remind her of her mother?
the mustache.
What song? There's a certain song.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, that makes her cry because of her
It's the
mother.
mustache. It's the mustache.
So I can't ever listen to her when she's around. She wouldn't watch the movie when it came out either.
This is an Italian joke, and I'm already Italian. But what does an Italian girl choose? Why does an Italian guy choose an Italian woman with a mustache? Because it reminds him of his mother. Hey, when I worked in the factory, there was this old lady. She had more hair underneath her nose than I did. And then we had this chick named Sporty or Shorty. She used to try to catch this bus I was on every day. I tried beating her because she'd ask me the same fucking questions every day. So a couple, as the years went on, she started dating some guy on the bus, one another. And I got off the bus and she had a fucking mustache, full blown mustache. And one of my workmates, his dad was county executive when I was a kid. He goes, hey, did you see Sporty? She's really sporting a nice mustache. I mean, enough. You could comb the fucking thing. Just what that guy here. Oh, yeah. I always feel like doing an hour on this fucking thing here.
Have any Hogardens tonight?
Yeah, I had 4. No, I'm
That's
not in the mood.
Not like Michael tonight, huh?
I don't want to wait till 1 o'clock in the afternoon before I do it.
Say hi to Michael if he's out there. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
They're always out there, the Twit,
Hi, Simon. Hi, Gary.
the Twit and Simon.
Yeah. Maybe there is one.
Well, Kiko, after
Wait.
last night, I think on my live streams, I need to do a preface it when we start.
No more flat Earth questions.
Well, no, those are okay, but I was just going to say I'm going
Yeah,
to express that it's a PG show, and we need to let everybody speak and be heard.
we had a rock and roll last night, and the whole thing was the whole house was shaking.
Some people get on, you can't get 2 words in edgewise.
Yeah, you can't get them to shut up. So I had to work
Something
extra hard last night.
They don't want to talk. They'd rather listen.
David's trying to keep up on the comments, and people go on a subject for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I try to
You know,
go
hey,
on another stock.
you
My
know, I loved it. I loved it when Michael was on because we would be on to the fourth different subject. He still commenting on the first one.
yeah, it'd be 50.
But it doesn't.
We'd
Don't,
carry on our own conversation in the comments section.
That's right.
He'll be going on from an hour ago conversation.
you know,
That's what it
it's,
got to be like last night. You know,
We did. Like Lorelai got irritated a little bit.
you missed all my good humor in the comments because
it's
you didn't read them till 20 minutes later. So.
I know. I couldn't keep up. I was trying to get him that other guy correct. You know.
that troll out there making comments.
Oh, not you. Not you. No, the other guy.
No, but that was the troll.
Simon, we know you're there, Simon. How are the pigeons?
Simon, I'm still thawing out.
He's gonna warm up.
What's the temperature there in Manchester, Simon? But
They
it's
got
warmer than here.
Probably cold.
Italy, anyway. Well, now better you than me, man. I would be suicidal if I had to stay in that boat. Oh my God. I was thinking about Florida today. I used to love being there. Oh my God.
Hey, Florida was in the 40s there, right? The other day, 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
It's scorching sun and 85, and then I come back home, it's 38. Fucking furnace is running.
Henry in southern Mississippi had ice and sleet where he was in southern Mississippi.
Ever since Mount St. Helens, the weather's been give me that sleep.
Hey, last night was the first time I seen Craig Jacobs come up for months.
Yeah.
It might have been a year since I've heard from him.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He came online by mistake. But I think what's his name? So that's how it's people. So
Yeah, he lives down south also.
I don't want to talk to those assholes.
Yeah, he's right across the Bay of Biloxi
Yeah.
in the Iberville, Mississippi, on the coast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's real close to where Henry lives.
Hey, you know what? Simon? The old lady could tell me temperature sensors are going to be. Very people.
Well, I wonder where Dennis is this morning. I talked to him after we got off the live stream last night a little bit. I thought he'd pop in this morning.
He used so much energy last night, he needed to sleep in today.
Yeah, he was getting fired up a little bit, a little pissy, which I don't blame him, So
About what?
Well, we had a guest who last week kind of said some negative things about Canada.
Boy.
And then of course this week he was running his mouth about what was it? What was it, Kiko? What was he going off about?
Who was the guest? Who's on your life doing that? Not Jack.
No, Jack was there, but
Yeah, who was on the panel? Jack, Z, and who was the other one down the corner? Oh, Professor Ronald.
Yeah. No, he was talking about marriage, even though he's never been married. And so Dennis was making fun of him for being a Canadian expert, for being a marriage expert. But
Is his eyesight okay? It looked like his eyes were. Or is he blind? Or
I don't think.
No, can't. He was looking at his phone, so at least maybe one eye is good.
Yeah.
The other eye looked like it wasn't even operational.
Who, Dennis?
No, some new guy that was on. That's the first time I ever saw him.
He probably got a little. He probably had a little love juice got in his eye.
His name's he goes by the Z Man.
Oh, Jack. Oh, that's that wasn't that the dude. Not Jack. That Robinson. That guy that went to Vegas and he.
No, This guy's Z-E-E.
Yeah, he goes by like
Zulu Echo Echo.
No.
He has a couple of channels where he does cruising. He's a cruiser, like cruise ships. Is what his genre is cruise ships. he's not a horrible guy. He's a decent guy and everything. So it's just funny watching the banter back and forth.
Just lonely and needs people to talk to. Right?
Yeah, well, he says he wants, but the funny, and this is why I tease him, and I've told him this. I said he wants a wife, but he wants her to be richer than him, so she can pay for the cruises.
I saw it.
Good luck.
I told this lady at work, she said, I said, I won't marry anybody who makes less money than I do.
Go to
really?
Florida.
I said, yeah.
Go to Florida to the retirement communities.
Her husband came to the same bar. I mean, I knew both of them. He used to tell me the killer pot she had when they were young. And he was hoping, she says, oh, he doesn't even touch me. I got away from the conversation fast. Turns out when I worked in the factory, her sister was there. I remember her sister. Her sister was nice.
But one thing I tell people is, look, you need to fish in your own pond. If you're an ugly dude, you're not going to get a beautiful rich woman.
You're still blessed though. You're still blessed though. One thing on my mom's side of the family, some of those guys aren't very bright, but they sure are smart when it comes to relationships and marriage. They do it one time. That's it. One time.
So do you want to be happy, or do you want to have somebody who wants to take advantage of you?
All you need is be a little family and good friends, because the other part.
That's what I try to tell guys is, look, if you want to be happy, marry somebody on your own level. Other than that, good luck.
So if you're an idiot, you're gonna have another idiot.
Yeah. Because trust me, if you have somebody because I've dated stupid girls, and Jesus Christ. If you have somebody who's dumb as a rock and a person who's not, oh my God.
Sixth grade dropouts? What kind you had, man? Like his ears were burning.
It's the people who are attractive till they open their mouth.
Here, let me comb my hair.
Jeez. You better comb your goatee. Getting longer than your hair. Oh, Michael.
Oh.
He needs some dye. He needs some dye.
What's that?
Yeah, Lady Gaga's just
Was it Rasputin that had the beard, David?
Was it who?
Yeah.
Rasputin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're out doing Gary.
Did you just finish your 2000th live stream?
Who?
You.
No, I don't start my live stream on Fridays.
I'm starting to catch up to you.
I don't.
Michael, when was the last time you were clean shaven? Was it when you took that avatar picture?
When the barber downtown misunderstood what I said, and he said, "Cut off half my mustache."
Half?
You know what I mean? I wasn't happy. I said, "I'll never be back here."
I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna Google that.
So how come your head on your hair isn't gray, but your beard's gray?
No, it's 50-50. But it doesn't show up on the camera.
You'd look like you're in your 40s if you shaved, if you were
That was
clean
about 2
shaven.
years ago.
Right?
I know, but I can't get
hotter than hell here. You put a rug in it.
Simon. Good one, Simon.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian.
Hey,
Good afternoon.
it's not easy to hear you, but I just wanted to comment with that happiness that Pac was talking about.
Oh,
You turn it down.
If you can't be happy with yourself, you can't expect anyone else to make you happy. You need to be happy by yourself.
Absolutely.
Bingo.
And happiness, the girls are looking for happiness. I just want peace. If a woman can give me peace, I don't care how stupid she is,
Yeah.
as long as she don't argue with me all the time and don't try to find problems 20
We call
times
it-
a day.
We
You
call
know,
it.
That sounds like JD there, Christian. I mean, JB.
Sounds like Tony. Tony's life.
Sounds like
He's
JB there.
Mr. Contentment.
No,
Simon,
one thing I learned from that movie. Peggy Sue got married. In the movie, her mom said, Peggy Sue, do you know what a penis is? She said, no, Mom. The mom said, stay away from it.
It's that woman David used to work with, right, David? The email address.
Yep.
Phyllis.
Phyllis Enos.
why am I all hunched?
Well, here's what I was looking for. And I'm going to do some deep diving to see if I can figure this out. When I was a child, there was a organization, a secret group, a men's club that part of their initiation, maybe you guys know this, was they had to shave half their mustache on this side and then go half of their beard on the other side as initiation
Yeah.
in the club. Anybody know who that group is?
Nope.
Hey. But I wasn't happy. You know, then I looked like I was early 40s or something. Hell no, I'm proud of that gray hair. Sometimes
Looks
they
like
give
the-
me.
You know what? You know what that look, Michael? That looks like my nutsacks. That those gray hairs.
How do you know? You haven't seen it in years.
Hey, when I worked on the river, I said, "Oh, what'd your wife get you for Christmas?" And he said, "She put this little mirror on the top of the toilet tank,
Hamish.
Mm.
Michael, are you Hamish?
so he could see his own pee-pee because his belly
Michael,
was so freaking."
Simon wants to know if you're Hamish.
Huh?
Hamish. Michael. Simon says, hey, Michael, are you Hamish?
East Pennsylvania Hamish.
And that's right.
I'm not Hamish.
And you know what? If those teachers ought to be slapped, they can't teach correct English.
He hasn't had a ham. He hasn't had a ham sandwich in
Right.
years.
There's two types. There's Amish, and then there's
It's like a gibberish. It's like a gibberish German they speak because not all these guys are barred from. A couple of guys got on this Greyhound bus I held on once, and they're jibber jabbering like real quick, like Spanish but German, you know. And I got the fucking hats, you know. You know what the bitch is? You got to stay behind that fucking horse and buggy, man.
if you're
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pass them in a bus, huh?
Any
if you're the only way that you can grow that beard that the Amish have is if you're married.
That's correct.
They're not allowed to. So then every woman knows that you're not married.
you got a head start.
When
now.
it's kind of like a wedding ring.
But you're allowed to
Everybody
shave
knows.
the mustache clean, just have the beard.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that like a French tickler? Is that what that is?
I don't know.
No, not allowed.
No, can't have the French tickler. Sorry, Tony.
Sorry, Tony.
Who left?
No muck diving.
Like Hall and Oates said, I can't go for that. No can do.
Yeah.
You know they're fighting right now. They have restraining orders against each other.
Oh, jeez. I know. They're what? Probably late 70s.
Mhm.
They're arguing over
Who
their
You-
legacy and who
They're
owns
arguing who can
the
sing.
rights. And
was here
Right.
this always
give me a break.
Yep.
Meanwhile, in the Philippines, everybody's singing their songs, right?
always Christian taking a moment out of his day. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Kinda-
comments.
I don't know, but I usually start my live streams at 10 when I
And
do
what,
them.
AM or PM?
But I know you do your live stream at 10
AM?
here.
AM or PM?
So I don't do my
No, I
live
start mine at
stream.
9:20, Mike. 9:20.
Yeah, 9:20.
Michael, last time I
Fuck, and I don't want to compete about because like Simon's my friend and Kiko and Dave. So I don't want to make no controversy. You know, look, I got enough watch hours. I can take a week off, month off.
You gotta
Yo,
take
no.
off once in a while and get some action.
just put it this way: last time I had a beard, it wasn't gray.
Can't make no money at it. But there's a difference between the Amish and the Mennonites.
Mennonites, yeah,
They're basically
the
the
Amish
same.
ones smell. They smell.
Phenomena.
man. They smell like barn, man. They smell like a barn.
Phenomena. Remember that? The Muppets. Phenomena.
What about
Phenomena.
the Quakers?
Phenomena.
Hey, I heard they're gonna have a fist fight down there in Pennsylvania. Those Amish and the Quakers.
But
The fighting folks.
I don't mess with nobody, but there's a difference between
Uh-oh.
like Mennonites can
happened?
drive
Hey.
vehicles and so
My
it's
grandfather,
kinda
my grandfather got clubbed by during his communion for one of the pious. I think put pious. I forget what number, 6. But the chalice slipped out of his hands when he was throwing the water on him. And it cut his head open. He goes, I didn't go back to that church. Like club.
How are them peanuts, Dave?
They're actually really good.
I got slow internet. I got slow internet.
That's one thing I can't eat. I can't eat peanuts. I'm allergic.
Hey, did your
Someone said they
StreamYard go
didn't-
down or what?
No,
You guys started. Michael was talking. It sounded like the chipmunks. You know how that audio starts
no, that wasn't
making you
me.
sound like a chipmunk. Okay.
I got slow
have been
internet.
Hey, it might be ice on your line
Yeah. Right. Right.
from the freezing rain.
Canadian formula life fucking with our life.
I remember this one time we went down through West Virginia and catch the boat, and there was so much ice hanging on 'em that the line actually broke as we were going by, and it's
Boy,
like
you're all wasted.
flipping.
You're all wasted too. Eh? You're all fucked up.
Ah,
Bob.
We had a
Look at
major
this.
power.
Look at
We had a power outage here during the coldest and the snowiest time. The other night, it started at 8 and didn't come back until midnight. So it was like -5 degrees here when the power went out.
Uh-oh. The pigeons must be fed.
Feed them pigeons.
It's that time.
Hello, Americans.
Hey, Simon. Not as cold as it is here, huh? It's
Where's
better
my-
than -6.
It's -6 there, mate.
Hey man, you the Twitch unsubscribe my channel.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I went down to the Twitch stuff.
You lost 2 subscribers, huh?
Yeah, I'm in
Man,
whole.
there goes your YouTube income.
Look,
I
look,
feel
don't
I
worry
feel like
about
jumping off the like the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
Or maybe if I have some super chats, that'll work. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Oh, well, send me $50.
Yeah, and you only get 70% of that, right?
Anytime anytime I hear a grown man say, "I don't know how I'm gonna make it," to people on here that actually.
Tony, Tony, I got a question. If you sell your house in Wisconsin, can you afford a pair of headsets?
Maybe.
It's only $3. My goodness, I looked it up.
Mr. Chase Laundry.
Hey, but hey, in all seriousness, I was eBaying last night for a beach house in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they need to be for. He's building the house. Got a brand new truck.
Yeah.
David, it'd be a lot cheaper if you got a beach house in the Philippines.
It is, but we don't want that. We already have that.
Oh.
So.
Well, then what's
Been there and done
a plane ticket?
Yeah, but we'd rather have a nice beach house in the intercoastal waters of Florida so I can go fishing on a regular basis.
Fishing's overrated.
No. Blasphemy.
Hey, there's a guy at my former employer there. He bought a dual cab or quad cab pickup truck, and he bought a boat, bass boat. He goes fishing, but he don't eat fish or clean them. He just puts them back in.
Yeah, I was going to ask David, do you eat what you catch?
We do. We especially saltwater and trout, crappie, but not cat. We're not a catfish eater. But yes, we actually eat the fish. We do.
Hey, we had this guy named Earl Gillespie years ago when I was a kid. Pretty popular and famous sportscaster, and then his son, Ron, that looked just like him. He was at a different TV station. Well, he got fired from it because he was like the boss, you know. He used to do a lot of drinking. So later on in life, he was on the public PBS, you know, public television, and he used to have the show. If you recall, it was involved fishing, ice fishing in the winter, and so this guy, he's in a truck till this guy gets a bite and he runs out, and he fell to his knees, and he goes, "Man, that looks like a 30-incher." The guy goes, "No, John, he's only 19. Oh, I bet he weighs about 20 pounds. No, he's 2 pounds." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." You could hear these bottles like hitting the ice, you know. Everything he said to that guy was.
What I thought was interesting for me this past week is I saw, you know, when it comes to eBay, and I saw where somebody was eBaying for sponsors so they could have a good birthday. You know,
That sounds like a Yank in the Philippines. I mean, a Brit in the Philippines.
And none of us like eBaying, but you know, you can kind of feel for people that says, "Hey, can you give me money because, you know, I made bad choices and my children are starving." Versus, "Hey, can you give me money just so that I can have a really nice birthday party?" Well, that's why I'm eBaying for a beach house, intercoastal waters, boat dock, swimming pool, fenced-in yard with some elbow room. Other than that, Lorelai and I aren't real picky about it.
You got that young wife, man. Put her to work.
You could have said your heating went out in your house.
Oh, I should have, and it did. It was freaking cold. Lorelai freaked out. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Man, she started to freak out when the power went out when it was -5 degrees.
You're fine. Your furnace bit the dust again.
No, we lost power to over 6,000 houses.
Oh,
No, a total grid shutdown in our region here.
you like it was down.
Hey, Tony, is that pickup a dual cab?
Who?
That pickup you've got, is it a dual cab?
Dual cab.
Extended cab.
Or
Dual.
pickup, Tony. 4-door.
Oh yeah. You know, from the outside, it looks like there's no. When I first got in it, and I put the seat back, it only went so far. I said, "You gotta be kidding me!" But the way they contoured those front seats, and you're sitting in the back, you got plenty of room.
See, Simon, I translated for you.
They don't understand Mancunian fully.
I know he can't.
Yes, no, they. Oh,
Oh, damn, kind of have my nice weekend.
I see your
Well,
former
at least 2
one of your
days.
former princes of the sea water there. What's that redheaded guy? You know, married to that mixed wife he's got, and they go on to Oprah Winfrey, which is a freaking mistake to begin with, and then they complain because the royal family was racist. I mean, you know, that fucking shit's like 50 years ago. Nobody even, you don't use that card no more. It's like, what you want, what they're saying is they want everybody to approve and like what they do and who they are. Who fucking who?
Who are you talking about, Harry?
Yeah, Harry.
They're living it up in California.
He's never
Living
he's
up in
got
Cali. Cali
he's
and
got a
Harry.
screen. And he writes a book about his family. I mean, what? Then they go on a show to Oprah Winfrey. All their race. Well, you don't care it. You think everybody? There's lots of folks. It's a two-way street.
Yeah, but he's not a true royal blood, Tony, Harry.
What was that, Simon? The tennis coach or something?
Oh,
Or
ever
the
since they
polo coach?
ever since they quit the inbreeding, they don't have.
It was a fling with Major Hewitt.
But was he some kind of sporting coach or?
No, he was a major in the army, but he did play horse polo.
Oh, okay, that's
he
what
was he was a helicopter pilot, wasn't he?
Yep.
Tony, talking
Yeah,
about
but he's got a hairline just like his dad.
Yeah, Major John Hewitt.
Oh, there it is.
I forget, Simon.
Okay,
I saw a picture of them. I saw a picture of that guy, and I said, "Wow."
That was all about.
You
That
can't
was all
mistake
about.
that.
That was all about selling that book, is what that was. Because in this country,
That's why they don't
That's-
mind him going to the States, because he ain't a true royal.
Right.
that's beating a dead horse, man. I mean, boy, you know, they thought, when's a baby gonna be black? I mean, who gives a shit? People got to earn a living out here in the world. They ain't got time for this bullshit. This fucking bitch is gonna wake up rich every day she wakes up.
So, Simon, who's next in line once the current king is out of the picture?
Prince William.
Okay,
Will you?
and his wife will be the queen then, right?
Yep.
Okay, and they're what?
then,
Probably about 40 years old right now, or
Mid
mid-40s.
No, probably late 30s.
Oh, okay.
well, you see how World Charles is because he had to wait so freaking long to get in there.
Well, King Charles has been in hospital for the last week.
He's having
Oh,
surgery
really?
right, on his prostate.
He's got prostate trouble.
Yeah, so he's having surgery on that. I remember right.
You bitch, you get busted nut no more.
And Prince Andrew has been banished to the basement. He's not allowed to show his face.
That guy's a fucking joke. Jesus.
Well, he don't get no money from the throne anymore.
He's been stripped of all his titles.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
On the
but he
surface,
still gets to live rent-free, and he's not going hungry.
they're funneling money
He
down.
was an islander.
But he
The
still
queen
gets to
did that.
live on the premises and eat
Even-
the royal food.
Yeah,
Even,
he's in the basement. He's on the scraps, Kiko.
even when somebody gets the world, has the world by the ass and they get what they want, do what they want to do, they still fuck.
He was one of Epstein's buddies.
We gotta,
Simon, even his scraps would be gourmet for you.
Oh yeah, be gourmet for us. He gets the leftover fillet.
Right.
Edward will never be king. So who gives a shit about that little party redheaded?
I'm never going to be king.
Oh,
You-
Hey, I'm the king
Don't be
here,
so
David.
humble.
I'm the king here, David. I'm the king in my palace.
Well,
Hey,
I'm not the
hey.
king of the world.
Look, I know. I went across Interstate 80, across Pennsylvania, and you have to go up over this mountain. It's the highest point on Interstate 80 in the United States, east of the Mississippi River.
And what's the point
about
called?
When you get on there off of 79 to go north, they say winter maintenance is minimal. Travel at your own risk. And that ain't no bullshit. Because I drove that road in the blizzard.
Hey.
You couldn't even see the road.
Who's this?
You
There's
know,
this weather pattern
snowing so
When you go-
hard, but
in
up and
in
come
spring when you go through Akron, Ohio. It's only in this one particular area when you get into it, and everybody's got their flashes on with the sheet eyes all the time. And once you get out of it, when it's gone, it's only within a certain area there. I don't know what to do. It only cost me $2,000 to bring my truck back to America.
my friend
sorry.
wanted me to. I had a pickup truck, 1989 Chevy Scottsdale.
Was it new?
Yeah, I bought it brand new.
How many times you wrecked it?
miles.
Hmm.
Once.
What
That's
color
good.
was it?
One
But
good.
anyway,
One good.
Was it
another
four-wheel drive?
story. No, it's 2-wheel drive. Had a
It's fun.
5.2
Cab?
liter engine.
I think
V8,
4.2.
5.2 liter.
David's
They
up in the
got
command
light.
spot now.
It got like 12 miles on the highway. You know what I mean? 12 miles to the gallon. But
When
it
you
had
were,
a
when you were
35
actually paying
Yep.
attention.
But my friend wanted me to haul a mattress and box spring. So I went out to this farm where they roll the hay and they put them in them big garbage
Hay bale.
bags, seal them.
Yeah.
So I went and bought one of them. It's like $35 for one bag. And I'm like, you're gonna put them we're gonna put them mattresses in that bag and put it in my bed of my truck. You know? And he's like, what do we need that for? I said, the weather isn't the same in Ohio as it's there. It wasn't a Subaru, it was a Chevy. But anyway,
You live in 4-wheel drive country, huh? Why on earth would you have a 2-wheel drive?
So
That's
is that,
what
are we going to
But
get
listen,
that in the States?
Listen. I had a 2-wheel drive Ford Ranger with the extended cab. I had 2 gas tanks in it, and it was 4x2, and I put 4 70-pound sandbags in the back. And never had a problem all winter.
I'm hoping to buy one of these next year.
I think they're going to be available here next year.
Yes.
And
they're supposed to be
that's a
here.
nice truck.
Yeah, it's a Subaru. I want to try to get the yellow one.
I
But
bet
yeah,
you can't get it in a manual transmission, can you?
you cannot.
Hey, Hugo, you don't want to drive a manual over here, man.
No, this is for me for here. This is going to be my little. I'm going to keep my Dodge, my Dakota, but I'm going to buy this one.
Extra people.
What year Dakota do you have?
I have a 2008. Dodge Dakota extended cab 4-wheel drive with a big motor in it. So it's a really good working truck. You know, it's a nice truck, but it's really good for hauling and towing. This one I'm going to use just because it's cool.
Is it an extended cab?
It is. It's a 4-door. Yeah. Oh,
4-door.
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah. So
What color?
red,
What color interior?
gray.
Oh, good.
Yep. So, and it's a good truck. Lorelei told me, "Oh, just keep it in case one of my family members come here and they can use it." Like, yeah.
Is that a collector's truck?
Just in case.
A what?
Is it a collector's?
The Dodge? No. So, but I'm going to try to buy one of these next year. They're supposed to come in around $34,000, which isn't bad. We paid over $50,000 for Lorelei Subaru. So,
Damn. What is it? A Outback?
They seen you coming.
well, no, Subarus are not cheap, man.
Is hers
But
an
more like-
Outback, David?
Subarus are good.
David, is it an
They are the
Outback?
least. They are the least They have the least recognition for anything. They were like the Plymouth or of Japanese cars. They were solid and decent, but they have little piddly problems here and there. But they don't get the recognition they should.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Subaru than a Ford.
Amen. I agree.
Any day of the week.
So would
You
I.
know what? I could have bought a Ford XLT to Sport that has a 4x4 for $29, and I thought, and it has a 2.5 liter engine, 2 liter turbocharged, and I thought to myself, I don't know how many times I bought one of them fuckers. There was always something. You know what they did with this 2007? I bought a brand new 33 grand for XLT, and they had that Triton motor in it. The spark plugs, instead of going down about the spark plugs went into the heads like a quarter of what the thing used to. And what was happening was these fuckers were blowing right out of there, hitting the hood. And they're always something with them.
Well, I'll tell you, Lorelei Subaru is the top of the line Subaru. It has everything Subaru has to offer. It's a luxury edition. It's a beautiful car, and it is super cool to drive. And this is our first Subaru, and I'll tell you, I have no problems buying more Subarus if I ever need them. They are fantastic. Fantastic. We're really happy with it.
I'll tell you, hey Dave, when I bought my pickup truck, it was a 1989 model, brand new, 13 miles on it. I paid, the sticker price was $13,395. Okay, I ended up paying $11,775 for it. Now go try to find a vehicle like that, brand new, with only 13 miles on it, And that's only from test drives. But it was geared to, it was a stick shift, but you could go 60 mile an hour in second gear. You can go from second to fifth, skip 3 and 4,
Well, yeah, when you got a lead foot, you're revving the fuck out of it.
I thought all you Americans were avid Ford fanciers.
That thing was screaming for mercy. Man.
Hey, Kiko.
You thought we'd have
Really?
Simon?
Hey,
I honestly thought all you Americans would be avid Ford followers.
hey, nah, not more. No. Hey, when I was in the Army, I was the ration truck driver for a while, and we had an older International Harvester one. We had the other one was a Chevy. With the International, you could shift gears without pushing the clutch, and you get the RPMs up, and you could bang gears. But the Chevy one had a governor on it, so you couldn't do it.
Tony, tell them what Ford stands for.
What make of PC, Christian?
Fix or repair daily.
I thought it was found on the road dead.
Like Harley, you know what I mean?
Hey, how do you like them Green Bay Packers, man?
What did you say, Simon?
I said, "There's what make a PC?"
It's Intel Core i5 12400F.
All right,
That's
that
what
sounds
this-
good.
Yeah, this PC I have now, I have driven it so hard that my CPU can't handle playing Fortnite anymore.
Ain't that
Right.
one the Brotherhood?
Yeah, is that a gaming PC? That Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can send it to Grandpa Tony there so that he can actually have a microphone that works.
Hey, has any of you Americans owned an F-350?
Oh, that's what it was.
No, I had an F-250, a 1977 F-250
No, I mean, I said a 350.
back in the day.
Thing is,
What was that like, Kiko?
50 is
It was a
250
wonderful
is,
big truck. It's just horrible on petrol.
that's because it was at a low gear in it.
Well, it sat up pretty high and had big tires.
Any truck that had a low gear like that was designed for pulling it.
I didn't even get 10 miles per gallon.
on the highway. I did pretty good in my truck.
Yeah, but
Kept it
fuel
straight.
was cheap back then, right?
But you got to drive 55. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been told.
fuel was probably 25 cents a liter for us at that time.
Nice truck.
It was in
They wanted me to
1974.
trade it.
Which is probably about
Traded in.
18 pence per liter, and you're
I traded it for a Ford Ranger, and then the paint was all fucked on
They
it.
blistered. They
And
like
oh,
it looked like a galvanized sheet metal when that paint fades and cools.
he wouldn't sell me the one I wanted, and I'm like, I really don't want this. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Fucking hated it.
I have an Alienware gaming computer sign there. Mine's an Alienware. Intel Core i7.
My
looks like the lights for the old disco clubs back in the day.
Go in a box.
Yeah, you need much fans when you play hard games. So
Yeah.
But, of
I
course,
had a
it's lights in the fans. Hey, Dennis.
Dennis!
we like lights
Hey,
all
can
the
I?
time.
Dennis woke up.
You see the camera.
Uh-oh. 2 peas in a pod.
Hey, here's my twins just arrived, Michael.
What's that?
She's
My twins
I
just
just need the
arrived.
professor.
It's still early in the morning for him.
He's just making bacon.
Who?
7:05. West Coast.
I think I paid for my desktop. The motherboard has LED lights on it. I don't know, it's a Christmas tree looking shit. They change colors. But none of the fans have lights. But there's plugins on the motherboard that I can put fans in it. But I'm like, screw it. I'm not trying to impress anybody or anything. It works great.
No, yeah. If you want to
Yeah, I
play
put it
Fortnite
together.
and if you want to play Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that, you need to have many fans because it's making the CPU go up very high. The lights you can turn them off or set them to just one color if you want on this PC. It's just you're showing off every color. That's why you saw all the colors.
I'm over
and I
to.
and I have not had any visitors here other than my youngest brother here for 2 years. So I can't show it off to anyone. But to go from fourth generation PC to 12th generation PC is going to be a massive
That's a big deal.
change.
Oh, that'll be a massive difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my new laptop, it's
You think we
The
can't even
Nova.
get grandpa's microphone.
It's like going from horse riding to car drive, you know.
actually my laptop is faster than my desktop that I use all the time. I use my desktop all the time.
Yeah, but that laptop's brand new, Michael.
Yeah,
You
it's
need that-
it's
you need
a
that
Nova.
phone
I think.
Hey,
Book.
you gotta,
Mm.
you gotta leave that phone shit up.
Gary in the background.
It's probably your fellow countryman.
Probably not awake yet.
It's probably a collaborator.
They wanted over. I think they wanted
$4.
54,000 for it. I bought it online. It took 2 months to get, but that's okay because I bitched and complained. Look, you're selling me something that you say that you have in stock, and that's not what you're doing. You're ordering it through Hong Kong, you know, and then the shipper that they use is kind of crappy. You can't track it, this and that. That's
Different
good.
time zone for me, Dennis.
And all that.
Who is CP again?
Greg Parrish.
Oh,
My laptop has a AMD 7 chip in it with built-in graphics. My desktop has AMD 5. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
54 with built-in graphics, so I don't have to have a graphics card.
yeah.
That's where
AMD.
money is the graphics cards.
Yeah, AMD 5 is good if you have above 3006. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough. I put it
I'm looking
together
at this
myself.
90-inch
Problem.
6,000.
I had a little problem, but I just got a hold of my tech in Colombia. And she's like, "Oh, what's the problem?" I said, "Well, the top microphone mic thing doesn't work and all this." She said, "Well, you don't have it. You don't have the wires right on the motherboard." So she sent me a picture. Yeah, they're individual little.
Is that dog barking?
You know what it is about them dogs? If I go out there and stomp my foot, they go running away. Shut the fuck up.
Just give them some glue to chew on.
So I just, you know, she took all the Microsoft shit off of this one, other than the operating system. So it doesn't. My laptop don't have Microsoft Edge, don't have Microsoft Windows, don't have none of that.
So what
We
do you use?
replaced it with. I
What do
use
you Linux?
like for Microsoft Office. I use Libre. I think
Yeah,
that's
I know
called.
Libre.
And it's free. But Microsoft, when you buy a computer and it has Microsoft, they want you to get Office 365. They give you 3 months for free, and then they expect you to pay for it. I'm like, screw that. Delete that shit. 'Cause I don't need it, really. So why not go with the free shit? And it does the same thing as Microsoft Office. Make
Yeah.
graphs or whatever.
If
you know what I
I
mean?
if I need a
Free.
program, I just talk with Monk and he fix it for me.
I just talk.
Hey, we're gonna end this thing and we'll talk about people.
But who is this Phil Twins wife and sis?
Thank you for coming in tonight. See you
She's
later.
the only one I let get in my computer. You know.